Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Pretty cool graphic. And this is one of those ones that, you can really make it your own. Let me move this out of the way. So we're going to start with an ellipse, put it in the center of the page by hitting P. Then I'm going to make another ellipse, and it doesn't really make about what size, but I guess that's about the right size. And I find it easier to Control D and make the inner circle, and then select them both, go to effects and blend, and just blend one time. That put another circle exactly in the middle. Now I could have Control D and made that circle and then Control D, but this way is, to me, it's easier. Break the blend apart. Go ahead and group it together and hit P. I'm going to hold down the Control button and put it right in the center. Now I need to do a little testing, so I'm going to Control D, alternate C, which makes it rotate from the center. And I don't want them touching. And if you look, I maybe make them a little bit bigger because we need to go like to 12. You know what? 12 is going to work. So now I can Control D this, alternate C, and rotate it at negative 12 degrees. So if that didn't work, you could make your circle smaller or you can make your circle larger. We don't really need this ellipse anymore, so I'm going to delete it. And then we just need to think about a couple of things. If you will hold down your Alt key and swipe through here and take away these two lines, then do just the opposite on this one. So go through here, and then go over here and do the opposite. Go through here, and go through here, and then do the opposite. So we need to go this way. So I'm going to just do this. Now, delete this with the virtual segment delete key, delete that, and then delete these inside lines. And what that did, that gave you a starting and stopping point. Now I'm going to go ahead and group those together so I can move them out of the way in a second. And I'm going to try some different colors on this one. I'm going to go with a light gray. So I'm going to fill them all four in. And then that's the last one I got selected. So I'm going to go ahead and go with it, get the interactive fill tool, and I'm going to put black on both ends. I could have made them all black, I guess. But then I'm going to put that gray like right in the middle. And see how it kind of gives it a shine? Now, it doesn't work perfectly, but you could use the attribute eyedropper. It's pretty close. And that's the way I'm going to go with it. Now, I really want to get rid of my line, so I'm going to move this out of the way for a second. And if you remember, I grouped that together so I can move it out of the way. I could do that later. And, really right now it almost looks ready, but now I'm going to select this one, interactive fill tool, put a little black on both ends, and you could use different colors. You could do different everything. I'm going to put white in the middle this time. And you know what? I'm going to kind of rotate that around. And let's try it. Let's see what the attribute eyedropper does. Does it pretty good. But if you could always go back to the interactive fill or the interactive fill tool, and you can change that line width. I think I'm going to like it with colors better, but this will work. So Control G to group it. Let's just get rid of this. And if you remember, we rotated at 12 degrees, so I'm going to Control D, alternate C, and rotated that 12 degrees. And look at that. They look like they're interlocking. Just keep hitting Control D so they come back around. Let's see what it looks like with a black box effect. It really looks pretty good. I almost like it better. It almost looks like they're bent, like the rings are kind of bent. But anyway, I hope that helped you a little bit someday, and thank you for watching.